story is about to take a weird turn. All I'm asking is hear me out before you make a judgment. So what was it that the prosecution did not want the jury to know about this case? The fact that Rain claimed she knew this was going to happen to Cherish. Now, this is where it's going to get weird, so hang in there. The prosecution did not want the jury to hear that because they thought the jury would think that Rain was trying to fulfill some type of prophecy for her daughter. Yes, this is a real thing. Let me explain what this means. Let's say you have a bad feeling that your 2-year-old daughter is going to drown. So then you buy a beach house. You go whitewater rafting. You take her swimming at the lake. You go on a cruise. You leave her unattended in a bathtub. You are knowingly or unknowingly trying to fulfill a prophecy. Trust me, I know what you're thinking. I researched this all night last night. This is a real thing. People who have a feeling about something and then try to make it happen. The prosecution did not want the jury thinking that because police knew they had the killer. Donald brutally unalived Cherish. But was Cherish handed off to Donald? A lot of people believe so. Because how could a mother ignore so many red flags? Let's start with the first red flag. Donald was waiting outside of Dollar General for Rain and her children. Rain said that Donald hovered around them so much she thought Donald was going to rob her. Donald got an attitude and became aggressive with Rain, while trying to convince her to go with him to Walmart. That's a huge red flag. Then Rain said that Donald's wife never showed up at Dollar General, but she left with him anyways. Then Don claimed that his wife would be meeting them at Walmart. So then they arrive at Walmart. Don tells Rain, go on in the store and do some shopping. I'm gonna wait out at the car for my wife to arrive. But then later on, Don comes in alone without his wife. Rain still doesn't see this as a problem. So Don walks around with Rain and her children, where Don then puts a bundle of rope in the buggy in front of Rain. Don tries to get Cherish to put on a pair of high heels and model for him. Don goes into the dressing room with her smaller children alone. Don tries to get Cherish to try on women's clothing. Don goes into the dressing room alone with Cherish twice. Rain said that Don began acting obsessively over Cherish and hovering over her. But Rain didn't say anything because she didn't want to seem like an overprotective parent. 2 hours later, Don's wife still hasn't arrived. Rain, I'm sorry, but I think at that point, I would be very suspicious of him. 3 hours later, the store is closing and Don's wife still has not arrived. And then Rain makes her biggest mistake. Rain tells Don that her kids are getting cranky and they're hungry. So Don says he'll go to McDonald's and get them some cheeseburgers. And Rain lets Cherish go with him. A man whose name she did not even know. A man she claimed scared her. Gave her a weird feeling. Unfortunately, that would be Rain's last mistake and her daughter would pay for it. Donald violently R-worded Cherish in his van and brutally unalived her. When I say violent, I mean what this girl went through was pure torture. Was Rain just a neglectful mother, or was she trying to fulfill a prophecy, knowingly or unknowingly?